Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the 8th grade. The first thing that you need to do is go into your Google Classroom and watch the water cycle video. And when you are finished watching the video, come back here and we will continue the PowerPoint based on that video. So, welcome back. Let's stop this. Okay, here's a picture of the water cycle. We're going to talk about condensation. We're going to talk about precipitation. We're going to talk about groundwater. We're going to talk about evaporation. We'll talk about some runoff. And I think I said evaporation, but we'll talk about evaporation also. Okay, so here we go. First of all, the water cycle is water that never leaves the earth. It's constantly cycled through the atmosphere, ocean, and the land. This process is known as the water cycle. It's driven by the energy from the sun, and the water cycle is important to sustain all life on Earth. First of all, in the water cycle, we're going to talk about evaporation right here. Okay, so evaporation is when liquid water is heated by the sun. It is changed into water vapor, which is a gas, and this process is called evaporation. This is the same thing as when you leave a glass of water on the table. Eventually, it will all go away because it's being evaporated or changing into a gas. Water that evaporates from the oceans, the Earth's oceans, lakes, and rivers, and most soil rises up into the atmosphere. Okay, so once it's in the atmosphere, then we have something called condensation. Condensation is when the water vapor, which is a gas, rises higher in the atmosphere. It starts to cool and become a liquid again. The process is called condensation. When a large amount of water vapor condenses, it results in the formation of clouds. All right, then from the clouds we have precipitation. And there are 4 types of precipitation. And this is when the water in the clouds gets too heavy and the water falls back onto the earth. 4 types of precipitation are snow, freezing rain, hail, or regular rain. And then also there's sleet. That's kind of like freezing rain. Okay. We have transpiration. And transpiration is the process of evaporation from plants. In other words, it's like plants are sweating. All right. Then there's runoff. Runoff is rainwater that travels on the ground and it collects in rivers, streams, lakes, and oceans. It carries with it anything it picks up along the way. Okay, so it could pick up debris, soil, rocks, leaves, etc., trees, shrubs, and then anything on the forest floor, which slows the water carrying the runoff, and it allows the particles to settle. Semi-aquatic and aquatic plants help to retain any lingering particles before they enter the waterway. All right. Next, we have percolation. Percolation or infiltration. This is when water moves downwards through permeable soil. And permeable, it just is a word that says it means allowing water to pass through or enter the soil and the rocks. Then it lands into the groundwater, and the groundwater is just a storage area for water. So basically all this means is we need to keep what we have clean because we have limited amounts of water available to us. All right, lastly, what you need to do is complete the water cycle check-in in your Google Classroom, and you are done with the water cycle. All right, have a great day, and I guess we won't see you soon, but you'll be hearing from us soon. Have a good one. Bye, guys.